Hello, welcome back on realcopstoriesvideos.com. Over 380 cop stories. Please look them up and do that right. One of them right now. They're my favorites. A lot of gross alerts, a lot of normal police work, but you hear a lot of stuff in the back scenes you never see on television. All the stuff that went back. A lot of weird stuff. Okay, guys walking in with a pipe bomb, didn't know what it was. Put it on the watch commander's desk. They evacuate the whole damn building. Okay, look at all this stuff. It's hilarious. It's fun. It's dangerous, but it's funny. I mean, gosh, it's human nature. Anyway. In addition to that, over 200 stories, 200 question and answers. Ask me a question. I'm just throwing up here. I can't get it right. I need more sugar. Ask me a question, and I'll answer it to you directly, and then we'll put it on video. I've done over, 600 of these. My mind's gone. But anyway, email me at rsbcopstories@gmail.com. Okay, so here's another cop story. Work in Vice. And again, I hate to recap this, but I need to because a lot of people know what Vice is. Just real quick. Minors buying booze in liquor stores and bars. Okay, drunks buying booze at liquor stores and bars, prostitution, lewd acts in parks, illegal gambling, off-track and sports betting. That's Vice. And each area, each of the 21 precincts in our city has unique problems in each of the precincts. Some have predominantly bars that people buy booze from. Some have a lot of sports betting. Some have a lot of prostitution. Some have a lot of lewd conduct. It's all over the place. And I worked two divisions which had two different, considerably different things that were going on. Okay. One had all booze, mostly bars. It was like 80% of our work in Vice was bars, And this one I worked here was about half bars. The rest were prostitution, lewd acts in parks, and a biggie, which I don't call it a biggie, but it's selling booze to minors out of liquor stores. And a lot of people say, well, he spent a lot of resources. Well, you're close to 200,000 people, or somewhere 190, 200,000, 4 Vice cops. That's all we had. This is what all was invested. So there's not a lot of police resources doing this. So. And again, like I said before, the reason why we investigate liquor stores is because other liquor stores complain about them. Other liquor stores are abiding by the rules and regulations of the Alcohol and Beverage Control Act and legally selling booze. Other liquor stores are selling to anybody that walks in the door. Okay? And so they're making tons of money, and the other liquor store doesn't appreciate that, and so they call. So now we have, and where I worked in that division, it's my second Vice tour, there was a major university in the middle of this division. Major. And so, of course, they sell booze to all these kids, and hey, we all grew up, college, whatever. You drink beer when you're 18, 19, you go buy some, whatever. And that's fine, but just wrong place at the wrong time. You happen to be a place where there's narcs and there are Vice cops, and they get arrested. Not arrested. We just write tickets. Okay. The only time we usually arrest someone is if they have no ID or they have a really bad attitude. We take them to the station and try to calm their attitude, and then write them a ticket. Tickets for everybody. Ticket to the seller. Ticket to the people that own the license. It's all just tickets. It's all custodial. They keep trying to slow it down so we don't have lines of people buying booze illegally. It's not a big deal. It's really low key. Not all of our resources are after this, but we do it because we have an actual complaint. Because of the corruption of the 40s and 50s of the police department, we now have to monitor and look at and complete final reports to the chief's office about any Vice activity because of corruption back in the day. Okay, that's why we do it. Still do it to this day. Limited Vice tours, so cops don't sleep with prostitutes. All kinds of stuff they put in, safeguards, so that you don't pay for crooked Vice cops and stuff doing stupid things. Still happens, but okay. So anyway, so one night, got a black partner, work around the university. It's a slow night, Tuesday night or whatever. We chipped a couple bars, no big deal. So now we're going to sit in a parking lot, watch a mom and pop liquor store. Car pulls up, 2 gals get out. It's a predominantly black and Latino area. 2 gals get out. It's about 3 blocks from the university. Both white Caucasian girls, 19 years old. They're walking up, they're laughing, having a good old time. Okay, walking into the liquor store. My partner goes in behind him because it's mostly in a black area, and he's a black gentleman, so he goes in behind him. We try to get in the line behind them so we can watch the transaction between the clerk and the 2 people buying the beer, and then he walks out behind him, gives me a signal, and we walk up on him and identify ourselves and write him a ticket. Okay, so I can see that I'm looking. I get out of my car now because something's going to happen. I'm leaning the hood of my car and I'm watching. Not very far away, and I can see my partner there. And he's giving me. We had all kinds of signals like this is. I'm sure they have multiple signals now, but this was like it looks good. Okay, it looks good. He looked at me, it looks good. So I nod back, or be like he could put his hand like this over his hair means I got a violation, and then usually that means that as soon as we come out we're going to take him down. We just subtle things like that, Instead of yelling, "Hey, you got anything?" No, and that's not going to work. Okay, so. So I'm watching them, and I can actually see them at the counter, and I see that they each have a 6-pack or 12-pack, and they come out. They're all excited because they got beer. So he gives me the signal. They go to their car. Just before they get to their car, I walk up and stop them. Okay, I'm stopped their path, and I got my badge out, and they turn, they see my partner, he's got his badge out, and we go, Vice. Okay, they go, okay. They just try to keep on walking. I don't know what they were thinking. Okay, so I go, no, put the bear down, Vice. So I go to grab her wrist. Okay, now remember now, people love firemen. Why? They respond, they save lives, they put water on burning houses. Okay, policemen do this, put hands on people. Okay, no one wants to have anybody put their hand on them. Nobody wants their walking where they're going to be stopped. Nobody wants to be restricted and hear the word no. Okay, I worked a lot of juveniles, and parents don't teach their kids. In this world that you're going to live in the future, there's a lot of no's, but they won't teach them no in the household. Police have to teach them the word no. So I go to grab her wrist, and she starts yelling F-bombs. Okay. Partner grabs the other girl's wrist. She's yelling F-bombs. Okay, so they have an attitude here already. So they're not big girls, so it's not as if we're going to have a big fight here. So the beer gets dropped. It bounces a little bit. I think one of the cans broke open. It doesn't really matter. And I spin her around. I put her in the hood of the car. Okay. And so she's, oh my God. So then the other girl, I look over and I see my partner. We're together a while already, and he's already got her handcuffed. So I cuff my girl. And then, of course, my partner's thinking, what do you girls think you're doing? Because she did the same thing apparently. I was busy with my one. He was, so she did the same thing. I found out later on. So, well, we think you're a bunch of crooks. Think you're going to rob us. Rob you? They're standing there, right? And I go, rob you? Now the beer's been pouring out of it, I go, when was the last time somebody walked up to you and said, Vice cops with handcuffs out and give me your money? Okay, may or may not happen. I doubt it. Not for beer, or we're like, okay. I guess in her point of view, maybe they were going to get robbed. I don't know. Okay. And a little side note here. They came out of that bar, like the other video I was telling you about, oblivious of everything around them. And when you're a woman, just say you're a woman in general, and you go to a store at night in a darkly lit parking lot into a store, you should back out of that parking lot and go somewhere else. You should not try to, not saying we have the right to go anywhere we want, all that, but in the real world, with unicorns and kumbayas, yeah, you could probably walk in that liquor store and walk back out. In a dream world. In the real world, there are people that want to take advantage of you. There's men that want to rob you. There's men that want to hurt you, rape you, whatever. So you got to be aware of your surroundings. So you want to go buy beer, go to a lit 7-Eleven or a gas station with a huge, these big markets they have now at the gas stations. So that at least you have video cameras going, you have witnesses, you have people coming and going. This is just a little dark store, kind of at a side street. I mean, really. Anyway, so I said, no. So they're chipping away the whole time. Daddy, no. You know who my dad is? You know who my dad is? Okay, fine. So, do you have any ID? No. All right, now that's a reason to take him to downtown. All right, so we put him in the backseat of the car, put our booze in the trunk. One can that broke open, we threw it away. And now we're headed back to the station. And we're trying to get, my partner's turned the seat, I'm driving, he's trying to get information from them. F you, I ain't telling you nothing. F you. Okay, fine. And we have our police radio going underneath the dashboard because we want to hear any calls that may come out. Believe it or not, we got a call one time. Side note, we were doing vice enforcement, and somebody called the police on us. And so, we heard when we're doing that, we heard the radio came up that there's men. How would it come out? Men impersonating police officers at this one address. We're not the address. We had some people down handcuffed and everything else, so I had to go. I'm listening to the radio. Oh, I got to go back to the vice car, which is a nice car, but we have the radio in there. I come on the radio and say, no, it's us. Okay, about that time, a black and white pulls in, and they know who we are because we came out of patrol. They're from patrol. They know us. They pull up. They get out. Oh, hey, what's going on? Somebody calling you. I know. We're trying to get the radio. And of course, as soon as I'm saying that, she comes out, delayed transmission, tells them, disregard, it's vice. Okay, it takes about a 20-second delay in that. Anyway, so, okay, see you later. Okay, that's what happened before. So, we got them in the car. They're now give us any information. Okay, fine. So we're headed back to the station. Halfway back to the station, they calm down a little bit. And one of them says, you sure you guys are police? Okay. We go, what? He goes, yeah, are you sure you guys are police? You could be robbing us or taking us somewhere. Okay, maybe you would have thought of that when we first put the cuffs on you. Maybe you should have asked for more ID. Maybe you should have, you're handcuffed in a car, in the back seat. I mean, it's a strange phenomenon there. Like, we could have been phony cops. We could have been, I don't know how to answer that. It's an interesting thing. Anyway, so we take them to the station. So now we get them out of the station, and now apparently because they felt that since they're out of the backseat of the car, that they're more liberal with their voice. Okay, F-bombs are coming out again. Who do you think you are? All that stuff. And here it comes again. My dad, my dad. I don't care who your dad is. Now we're getting attitude partner I get an attitude. No, I don't care. So take him into the cell. I told you before, 2 holding tanks. One holds about 12, 14 people. So does the other one, all glass. One we put ladies in, one we put men in. Come in, look over there. There's 2 people in there, ladies that are arrested for, I think it was theft or something. And they're smelly. I could smell them outside the room. And we thought, okay, well, you have no ID, so, you know, we told them we're going to go put them in jail. They go, you can't put us in jail. Yes, we can. No, we can. Okay, fine. So we put them in the cell. We go sit down. This is similar to the last story. Call my supervisor. Now we got a supervisor that's kind of antsy, only worried about his career, not worried about his men. That's the other one. Now he's looking, oh my gosh, you know, because he's a Caucasian sergeant and he sees they're Caucasian. I can see a little bit of racism in there because he's worried about offending someone because we arrested these white girls in a black area. I don't understand this at all. A criminal's a criminal, but I know this guy, and it just kind of, we know about him. He tried to do some things, as some side notes here in one of my stories where he tried to take credit for the arrests that we made. A lot of weird things going on here because he wants to promote, okay? So I said, well, let's do this. I said, well, no. She said that one of her IDs, their ID is at the sorority house. Okay. I told her, if you get ID, you write your ticket. I said, no, I come up with the idea. He did. He just sitting there all worried about his career. So why don't we take him out and get him to a phone and have him call somebody at sorority, go get the ID. Maybe we can solve this right now. We don't have to put him in jail. They're 19. They said they're 19. They're going to jail. The other story, she's a juvenile. Her parents come and get her. They're going to a jail with criminals. You know, the jail doesn't care. They don't care that they're young, rich white girls. They're going to put them in a cell with prostitutes. They don't care. They got to house all these people. They don't separate all that. Now they separate for homosexual and transgender. But in those days, it was just men, women. That's it. Okay, we know that. And we thought, oh, even though they're F-bombing us, we shouldn't do that to these poor girls. You know, okay, fine. So I got on the phone. She calls somebody, and the guy, apparently she goes, he said he's not going to bring him. He doesn't have a car. I said, tell him you're going to go to jail. I'm going to go to jail. Now she starts crying because the reality kicks in. Okay, you're going to jail. I'll tell you right now. And then she goes, can you hear the officer? Can you hear the officer? She's already crying on the phone. And then I go, they're going to go to jail. I'm yelling it so you can hear me. And she goes, did you hear that? Okay. How much time do you have? 10 minutes. Now I'm being an a-hole, right? 10 minutes, hurry up, because it's really close to the university. It isn't far away. It's like, I don't know, a couple miles from the station. Anyway, so we're laughing. We're trying to keep them laughing. So I go back in the cell. I go, excuse me, can we have another cell? Because she goes, they smell. You know, she's all cracked, they smell. I go, all right. So we look at the other cell and it's empty for now. Okay, so I go, okay, are you going to be good girls? Yes, yes. No, they're almost crying. Okay. We take them out, put them in the clean cell, and then we tell them, you make some noise. I hear one more F-bomb, and you're going back in there. Oh, no, we're okay. They're just in there. They're like in church. Okay, good. I can learn a lesson here. Okay, I dealt around this university a lot. They need to learn a little civics here. We have to become their parents, because apparently they don't have parents. Okay. Sure enough, 10 minutes, somebody's at the front door, and how you doing? How you doing? Thank you. Okay, got their IDs. They're 19. Get them out. Tell them how great we are for letting them go. Got to do that. Wrote them a ticket. I'm so sorry. That's okay. You don't have to apologize. Just don't be careful of your surroundings. Trying to lecture these girls that'll live to be 21 or 20. Okay. Told them their environment. I said, and said, if you're going to buy, I can't stop you from buying booze, but if you're going to do it, please do it someplace safe. Because you can't stop this. They're kids, they're teenagers, they're minors in college. Okay, we will. Okay. They shook our hand. Thank you so much. And I'm really sorry. It's never happened again. Whatever. No big promises you can't keep. And so they're really nice. The supervisor watching this, and you can see him like freaking out over this because he was worried about his career. I talked about him on other stories. I may talk about him in the future here. Horrible supervisor, one of the worst ones I ever had. So he was happy because we got rid of him. Nobody complained. We didn't beat anybody. They didn't get assaulted by the 2 gals in the tank. And it was all's well that ends well. Okay, they walked out. For us, it's just another paper report. Go upstairs, book the evidence, and it's over. They're going to pay a fine, and it's done with. No big deal. And so it was nice. And we found out later on that the Alcohol Beverage Control would send us a follow-up on their administrative hearings usually. And almost every time, actually. Sometimes I'm too busy to even look at it. But I get them. In this particular case, they fined the place $2,000. $1,000 per violation. 2 girls bought, $1,000 each. And that's what they do. That's their administrative. And they get paid now. They don't sit there and wait around. They get paid now or they close it down. Pretty simple. Okay. So anyway, so that turned out well. Not a very exciting story, but just the attitude of some of these college kids is they need a civics lesson. They learn one real fast. Okay. So hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time.